Right, so same qualifying as before. People a little bit wiggly under start procedures, as always happens in these races. Andrew's already getting a bit of a leap over the front of the pack.
Green light, go, go.
Even before green light. Roland and I think it's Jesset in the Porsche, Roland in the Lamborghini coming up towards the first corner. Getting a bit of a dive on. The two Audis fighting for first position this time, with a load of chaos further back. Two cars out, it looks like. I think that's Hudson in the McLaren, and then a Porsche getting spun around. Back at the front we have Andrews, followed by that's Van der Veen and Afik going into the first timing section. So we've got our same first three as before. We see Roland and Jesset pushing forward again. Oh, another two cars off, and it looks like Loudman again is getting just thrown to the side, along with the Honda of, I assume, Ware. Nice fight here between Worrell and Hughes. Worrell in this, I'll say again, lovely liveried Aston Martin. Big fan of this. Starting to pull a big difference between the front few, though, as we have a nice little battle coming down here from these couple of Porsches. Matamona, Shungle, and then Hassan going around the outside of Breening, I think that is. Or Breening cutting down on the inside of Hassan, either way. I think Hassan just failed the move by the look of it. Excellent camera work there. Nice close bunch coming up here in the back. Oh, and we've got a mistake from Van der Check. Unfortunate. Throwing himself into the wall on the pit straight. Andrew's still out in the lead. The first four haven't changed as of yet. But we can see that Jesset in the Porsche is really closing in on Afik at the end, doing a good job. Roland in the Lamborghini hasn't quite made the sort of moves that he was going to before. Sorry, I was in Discord there for a little bit. What have we got going on? We must have something fun going on further back. Brenning, Hughes and Royal coming down here. We're getting the aerial shots so we can see a little bit better. There's a lot of closeness down in the field, but there's no sort of particular fights going on, although... Yeah, Jesset has made his way past the Feek by the look of it. Looks like Feek was offline there, so it looks like maybe he made a mistake going down into this last corner. There's been another dive as well, coming back. Unfortunately, with the way ACC's camera works, I don't want to quite dive back there yet, but it was Shungle going up the inside of Hughes by the looks of it. And then we have this huge train back here still. This is where it's all still close for now. Brenning, Hassan, Martins, Ware, Turner, Fleischmann? I hope that's Fleischmann. Hassan going for the follow-up on Brenning. I hope his name's Brenning. Yes, I am logged into the server as Spectator Stevenson, if you are looking. the front. Is Afik getting any closer to Jesset? He's still holding on there. Roland has managed to come into this as well now. So he might be making another last lap push. Worrell and Brenning just behind them. Oh, Van der Veen going into the pits. Unlucky for him there. Not sure why that is, if he's got a big amount of damage. Afik being pushed really close into the wall there by Jesset, going 3 wide down towards the last corner. Or the first corner, I guess. Afik has got in front, trying to put himself on a better line to stop the Lamborghini getting past, which might have given the Porsche a bit of a good run, but he's sort of been blocked a little bit there by the Lamborghini, who's still going to have to stay in last, but Afik has got his place back, and that's now actually second, because the other Audi went into the pits. But this whole thing happening has given Andrews a huge lead. So it looks like he's going to get this again pretty much for free. A bit of a look from onboard with Roland. Some of these inboard camera shots are a bit better than others. Very close there to the end of Jesset. Afik going a little bit wide. Brenning and Worrell going side by side now as well, down into this corner, which is quite a nice place for some overtakes, so we could see this going down here. Brenning could throw himself in there, as Jesset does the same further forward. Not quite going to be, though. Got a couple of nice battle packs going on here. This is pretty great. Oh, Lamborghini going a little bit wide there. Might be able to get the run on the Porsche, but that's probably spoilt it, realistically. Pretty close though, could go for it. Not going to. Gonna play it safe. No one making any big boy moves here. Oh, a little bit too wild there. From Schlungen. Schungel? Schungel. Sorry for everyone's name that I am butchering. Oh, got a bit of a fight further the back of the field. Hobbs and Fleischmann going at it here. Fleischmann looking like he's had a little bit of an interesting time this race due to looking at the shape of that bonnet. That car's seen better days. Hobbs still pushing on Turner. And it looks like we have a bit of a close battle up here. Feek and Roland. Jesset has fallen behind a little bit here, leaving Roland back in the podium. I think he got a podium last race as well. He's done pretty good making it up the field here. Not had the most powerful qualifying, but made good of it in the race. Oh, whoops. No, come on. Jesset, get past the other cars. Oh, we're all almost going for it there, having a little look, but not quite. Oh, and a big off there from Brenning. Gonna let the Aston Martin pass for free. Going a bit too wide into this third corner? For some reason it's always that corner that things happen at that I feel like I need to say, but I have no idea what the corners are on this track. Like, at all. Roland's still closing in on a Feek, and he's got 10 minutes to go, so he could be looking at an even better position here. I'd love it if Roland could push past a Feek and make a real go at Andrews for the lead of this race, so that he doesn't
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
just dominate this too much. We'll look a bit further down the field though. We've got a couple of sort of closies going on. Down here for 13th, 14th, it looks like we've got a bit more of an event here. We can sit on board with Hudson for a little bit. Getting really close to Max Porsche. Oh, looks like a little nudge there. Just bump drafting. You know, it's fine. Just trying to give him a bit more speed. I'll watch Hudson come down to his corner, see if there's any action in front of him. Porsche going defensive, so it doesn't look like anything will happen. Brenning's name there, an interesting angle. I'm not sure why ACC's decided to do that, but you know, showing off its paint 3D skills. A lonely race this one for Andrews, doing his best Hamilton impression. Although, we've got here Van der Veen. Oh no, he's been lapped though. I was going to say that's a heroic effort if he's made his way all the way back up to there, but this is actually Van der Veen having been lapped after pitting for, I assume, damage reasonably early on. But from his car, we now have a nice extra TV cam to watch the two battling ahead. Hughes coming down into the chicane, but Matamona going defensive. Hughes going to take it round the outside, but it looks like he's gone a little bit wide there. It's not quite worked. Now Shungle's up on his inside. Going to lose the place to the other Porsche. Not a great time there for him. There's another fight going into the chicane here. Hudson going around Fleischmann. Not Fleischmann. Going around Von Glan. Good shit. Apart from that, it looks like we've got a pretty similar thing going on. Roland and Afik. Still about half a second between them. Rolling around in second and third. Afik keeps getting close enough to look like he can sort of threaten a move, but never quite being able to make it. Going very defensive Afik here, not wanting to let Roland in towards the first corner. Oh, Roland's going to go for it anyway. Down on the inside, wheel by wheel through the first corner. Oh, but it looks like Afik's going to just power out of it. Nice and early on the traction. Oh, but there's a hit! He's held it. He's held it. And it looks like Roland... I believe that was Roland gentlemanly staying behind there. Staying close enough that he can still challenge Afik, but not going past him while he was in the wiggle, letting him get out of it first. And Van der Veen just having a nice old watch here, just getting a good view of the action. Yeah, that's not a corner that you're going to make anything in, Roland, my friend. This might be one though. Nope. Looks like Roland knows where he wants to go for it. And it's down into one of these, either this third to last corner or the first corner. Going around the outside, he's not going to get it around there. Aston's way too defensive. Going to absolutely have this one. Oh, a little bit wide there from the Lamborghini. Might not give him the best push out of there. But he looks like he's going to give it a go. Porsche's going nice and defensive. Can't quite get on it. Got a couple laps left to try though. We have a quick head down the field. See what's happening. Got a little bit of a fight going down here. Looks like Hudson's made up a few places, I believe. Where's this Bentley from? This Bentley was Turner, so he was ahead. He's actually lost 2 places, so probably Turner making a mistake over there. Oh, I was clicking the wrong button. A few more cars, mostly spread out around the back. A couple packs here, Brenning and Hughes. And then in front of him, Shingle and Matamona. 2 Porsches. So, reasonably close together. Worrell having a little race of his own now after his excitement early on. Jesset still just can't quite catch up to the front-running pack down here, but he's pretty close. Holding it on. Roland Affy still pushing it down to the first couple corners. Roland really close here. If he can keep his foot in right behind the Aston and get a good run out of this last corner without going wide, he could really be on it, and he's done it. That looks absolutely supreme there. Right on the limit. And he's going to go for it in this turn 1. The dive out to the inside. The big boy move. Outside even. Real close. But just good defensive driving from Afik. And he's absolutely not going to be able to make it. Thank you for following, my friend. Oh, it's Webby. Nice to see you, buddy. Uh, 2 minutes left, so 1 or 2 more tries Roland's going to have to do this. 1 or 2 more tries. The rest of the order looks pretty stable now. Brenning is still closing up on Hughes. And right at the back, Turner trying to fight back for some of those positions he lost. But apart from that, it looks pretty open as Roland looks towards the inside. Real close through the hairpin. Van der Veer just getting a nice view of this fight. Oh, so close to the back through here. But just absolutely no way to make it. And it looks like he's lost a little bit of space on the Aston through there. He could still go for it. Oh, and the dive! That's a vicious move there. Did not go off at all. And now he's put himself a little bit behind Afik there with that going so wrongly. He has 1 more lap to do it. He's not going to get a chance at this corner. He hasn't really been going for it through the chicane. So he's basically got 1 last chance when they get back around this lap to that final corner. Van der Veer has fallen behind Jesset, but they're not racing each other. Hughes and Brenning coming up behind Shungle. Matamona pulled away. He's got himself out of that little fight that they were having. And let's see what's happening further back. Hobbs, Hudson, Turner not quite able to make any real impact back down here. So we're back up to the front. Ooh. Oh no, they're on different laps. We're coming up again to the hairpin. Roland has not been one to go for it through this hairpin from what I've seen. So he's got this last corner, which I think is the last really good overtaking spot. Or he could try and go for it through the last corner again, which is a bit of a risk. I think he's just setting himself up really well from there. Thank you, Wizard. Oh, he's so close. A little bit of a lift off there. Worried he was going to tap the back of the Aston. A little bit of a wiggle through there is really not putting him in good position. I think that's lost it. A little bit of messiness through there. Ah, unfortunate. Roland couldn't quite go for it, but a nice little fight between these two. It's been fun to rock behind to see everyone else crossing the line. Timona keeping it ahead of the other boys, Shungle, Hughes, Brenning, and then Goldenitz is going to come round to round out the points paying positions. Not that anyone's getting points yet, because we don't actually have any points yet. But hey, that was fun. I do wish that I knew a way to just click on drivers rather than skip through, and the the cars in the pit lane counting as being on track between the guys is a little bit frustrating. But it's pretty nice. It's at least a nice, pretty game to watch. I'm sure I can turn off the names. Actually, I'm like more than sure. I absolutely know I can, but I didn't want to try anything in case I broke it, because it took me long enough to actually work out how everything works. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I think I'm gonna try and do this more regularly, because obviously, now that we've got like so many people in the community, like I'm not gonna be in every race, because you know, gotta let other people have some space, and you know, obviously when the seasons start, I'm not gonna be in the top split, so I can probably watch the top split probably every race, honestly. So I might try to watch the top split essentially every race. Out of the way. I might try to essentially watch the top split every single race, and then do my own races on the other days. Oh, you need to like do it once to activate it, and then do it again. Okay, cool.